Hey, what's good? Welcome into Spiritual Therapy through Divine Consciousness. My name is Dee. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading. So, what that means, collective, is that you're going to be receiving some sort of clarification, confirmation, or validation to whatever it is that you're going through whenever you come across this video. So, only taking what resonates and leaving the rest. Feel free to like, share, subscribe. I do appreciate your support in helping this channel grow and getting these messages out to those who need it. Okay, so let's go. What do we have for the collective? Travel, journey, path, location. So this could be literally like traveling, booking some sort of vacation. Maybe you need a break. Maybe it's time for a break, collective. And whether you actually physically go somewhere or you just, shut off your phone for a couple of days, go somewhere for a weekend, weekend getaway, whatever it may be, just kind of do something that's going to bring some sort of solace within your energy, within yourself, help you get back to just having fun and just relaxing, feeling at ease. Like, when everybody's always different when they're on vacation because they're on vacation, so they let loose, they're feeling good, they're sun kissed. So that's the goal in life, not just on vacation. Okay, so when we're like so consumed with our 9 to 5 and we're so consumed with the location, like the destination, that we forget to enjoy the path that brings us there. We forget to enjoy the journey. You could be a journeyman. You could be in some sort of trade. I'm picking up on. There is an alternative course. There is an alternative choice coming in for you. Okay. So this is even wherever you are right now is not where you're going to be. It's not where you're going to end up. That's what I'm picking up on this. And there's going to be a pleasant surprise that's coming in. Something about a plane, so travel, but it's plane significantly. Fire, you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be the case, okay, for this to make sense for you. Transmutation and purification is the card. Really getting clear on what it is that you want, where it is that you're going, introspection, self-inventory. And that's it, right? That just confirms what I was saying in the beginning. Whatever it is that, like, just take some time out for some solace. So you could bring in some sort of resolution to a situation through this introspection, through this time out. You're going to receive some sort of resolution. You're going to receive some sort of information that's going to allow you to go down a new course, or it's like picking up a new hobby, right? And then you're going to be like, wow, like I really love this and I'm really good at it. And then you're going to be transmuting and purifying everything that doesn't align with this new hobby because it's going to propel you forward. So you're being asked to make time. You don't have to do anything really, but to make time would be to your benefit, to play more, to create an environment where you have an enchantment, magic, enjoying that lust for life, right? Or joie de vivre, as they say, that joy of life. Where do I want to go here? Let's go with these cards. Yeah, like I'm really feeling that you want to switch up the energy, like you want something new, or you're going to be on, or you're on the precipice, or you're already starting something that's really going to be taking you down another path. So you could be doing one thing, but that's not what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. That's not your purpose. That's not your power. Your power is whatever brings you the most joy and whatever you're naturally good at, as it's bringing you the most joy. For me, it's tarot. I love it. For me, it's a hobby. If it comes out of something, if something comes out of it, speaking backwards like Yoda, then that's amazing, right? But I'm not putting so much energy into it in the sense of pressure. So don't pressure yourself into something. Whatever comes naturally to you, the Two of Cups is under the deck. Okay? So new partnerships. This could even come in a form of a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it could come in the form of a partnership, and it could lead you down, and it's going to require speaking your voice. See how she's an opera singer? And her mouth open? It's like, open your mouth, speak, say what you have to say. How else? And I say this to my children all the time. I'm like, how else are you going to get what you want if you can't speak up? If you can't clearly communicate, confirmation, my dryer just went off. If you can't clearly communicate what it is that you want, and that's the transmutation, the purification, learning how to communicate, right? And that's very critical in today's world because, especially through text, especially through writing, we all perceive through the narrative in our own mind. So it's not what the writer or what the intention of the writer is saying, 555 on the clock. It's the narrative on how we perceive. It's the looking glass. So it's communication is critical, very critical. And you're going to be taking off in something. That's the plane in this travel. T and R is standing out to me. That could be your initial. It doesn't have to be the case. But the plane here is standing out to me. So you're going to be taking off in something that's going to lead you down a new path, and it's going to come naturally to you. Water could be really rejuvenating right now. That's what you need. You've gone through it. You've completed a painful ending. You've really, 10 of Swords. Many of us who watch, who do tarot, understand the Ten of Swords. We understand the pain of the Ten of Swords. That's a transmutation and a purification. That's the fire. You're in between worlds right now. You've conquered, you've battled, you've gotten the medal, you've gone back and forth. 7:12 on the clock as I say that. The constant back and forth, the land in between I'm getting. Some sort of fire ritual would be beneficial for you. I am going to drop in the link down below in the description my 21-day shadow work journal, and it's healing with the phases of the moon. And there's also small rituals, which are fire rituals, with the alchemical process of releasing. Okay, so if you feel called, check that out. The Magician, knowing and trusting you have everything you need. You're transmuting, you're purifying your gifts. Something that you went through is opening you up to your gifts and abilities, because the Magician is, you have everything you need. You have all the tools you need within you. The Magician is someone who knows how to use what they have around them. Is also chemist? No. I'm having brain fog right now. But they understand the alchemical process, okay? They understand turning pain into power. They understand the path is just as important because it's in the who you are becoming when you arrive to your destination. And that destination is not the end all and be all. It's again, it's the beginning of another end. So it's the ending of one beginning that once was what you wanted, and now you have achieved that, and now you set another goal. Now you have another intention. You further grow, you further expand. And that's a new beginning. The Four of Pentacles, something regarding your stability. You had to go through something very painful, traumatic, business. Pentacles is like, the Four of Pentacles for me as a reader is your foundation. It's what you're building on, the four pillars of life. The stability. But you have the key. You may have lost you may have lost, right? With the Ten of Swords, you may have lost, but you hold the key on your lap and you are sitting on this treasure chest. So you're the key. And then we have the High Priestess. Like I said, there may be someone that comes in that assists you. So this is divine counterpart, okay? This is a spiritual counterpart. The High Priestess and the Magician are a couple, for they both have, they're both mystics. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool. This is a new beginning in your intuition, in your gifts, in your ability. Something about the key information, key insights. You could have key insight to something, or receiving information that's going to give you key insight towards something. You could be wearing the color blue right now, but blue is also her voice speaking up. You're going back and forth on your intuition, really trusting yourself. That's that introspection, that self-inventory. 11:11 on the clock. This could be a counterpart that comes in to show you, or that awakens you and assists a new gift or ability within you. The Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. This is the knight that completes what it set out to do. The only knight. This is the stability. Where once your stability was, it's like the magic of new beginnings. Slow and steady wins the race. So you've been building with what you have. You've been creating, transmuting, purifying, doing the inner work. And now a new foundation is being built. And you're letting go of that painful cycle. No longer in regret. The shoulda, the woulda, the coulda. 12:22 on the clock. With the Hierophant. Look at that. Wow, it's just higher level of commitment, of union, power of purpose, purpose of power. You're meant to lead. This is a sacred union, a sacred, divinely guided partnership that's coming in. That's going to help assist you in your new beginning, in your foundation. That's going to allow you and bring in more joy, more fruits of your labor. You're going to be celebrating going out. If someone asks you to go out, say yes, okay? We have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. This is a powerful, powerful union. That you went from the 9 to the 10 of Swords, so you completed something regarding your foundation. And then the 2 of Cups, like I saw at the beginning of the reading that was under the deck, with the 9 of Wands. But the 9 of Wands is like that player energy, but I'm not getting that. For me as a reader, sometimes I read the 9 of Wands as travel, right? Like to new destinations, like that fire energy, that passion. They could be a younger fire sign, making a choice to come forward, to offer, working together. So this is working together, a passion project. This is that new course. Look, and then the Lovers. So the Lovers and the 2 of Cups, this is a sacred union that's going to help you from the Knight of Pentacles, from the 4 of Pentacles, from the 9 of Pentacles, to the Queen of Pentacles. So this is a sacred union that's going to help awaken you to your purpose, to your higher calling. You both have a higher calling here. This High Priestess and Magician, you have a higher calling. You were lovers in another life. You were past lovers in another life. Speaking up. Communication. is significant. Something about communication is significant. That's that self-introspection, that self-inventory, taking stock of what no longer serves you, no longer being worried about the past and the shoulda, the woulda, the couldas, right? Let it go. Let that shit go. You're evolving into higher states of consciousness, divine consciousness, baby. And that's your own inner world. Trust your own inner world. This person, confirmation, I don't know if you heard that. That was my dryer. This person that's coming in, this magician that's coming in, is you're going to be celebrating some sort of victory regarding your stability. They're going to ask you out. They're going to want to get to know you. It's going to start off something small, but it's going to lead from the Page of Wands to the Knight of Wands. This might even require you to travel, some sort of travel, like this could be dimensions. They could be taking you into other planes of existence. Because we have the Lovers and the Two of Cups, and then the Hierophant. So this is a deep, past life, ancient connection that's going to awaken you to your life purpose, collective. Like what you thought you were doing or what you think you're doing isn't what you are meant to do. And when this person comes in, they're going to be stable. They're going to want to take things slow. They're going to cross the T's. They're going to dot the I's. And they're going to show you that there's a whole world out there. They're going to show you a whole new world. I'm kind of getting Aladdin right now, a whole new world, that song. A new fantastic point of view, right? They're going to show you something within yourself that you have been blindsided, because they're going to be your mirror. They're going to be your match. You're meant to lead. You're meant to lead others. You're both going to be very powerful in your field, and you're both going to be shifting the frequency together. This is a sacred union that goes back. Yeah. You're going to be in disbelief when this comes in. You're going to be like, but is it something that I could trust? Can I trust this person? I'm not sure, because I've been through this already, and I don't want to go through this again. I don't want to do this. I don't want to feel like this. And you're going to be going back and forth in the beginning. Can I trust this person? Trust your intuition. Trust yourself. Do some introspection, some self-inventory, because again, something's going to come in and bring in some sort of resolution. And this is your counterpart that's coming in. It's going to bring in some sort of resolution. They're going to allow you to feel safe in your environment. There's going to be some sort of playtime. You could have been Hawthorne. Yeah, they're bringing in some sort of balance. They're bringing in some sort of balance, some sort of comfort, support. They're going to improve your vitality, your empowerment, because of your perseverance, everything in divine timing. And by the time autumn rolls around in the northern hemisphere, okay, or spring, you're going to be highly taken. You're going to be highly evolved, I wanted to say, but highly committed. You're going to be in a higher level of commitment with this person come fall, collective. Trust your abilities. Trust in yourself. This is your confirmation. Okay, this is your clarification, your validation. Trust in yourself. You're doing the inner work. You're showing up. Cut the deck. I needed to cut the deck on Temperance. Sagittarian energy. You are the alchemist. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. The alchemist. The magician is the alchemist. The magician is the alchemist. Fire and water could be significant. We have Taurus. We have Pisces. We have Gemini. Gemini with the Lovers. More earth here with the Queen of Pentacles. They could be a little bit younger than you, or a lot younger than you, with the Page here as well. But they go from a page to a knight. So this could be like in their energy. or they shift you from a page to a knight. But I'm getting more that they may be a little bit younger than you. And that's the decision, because you could be this Queen of Pentacles. You could be more mature, nurturing, giving, motherly figure, if you will. Because you're both meant to walk different planes of existence. You've walked different planes of existence, different lifetimes together. This is a power couple in the ethers, as above, so below. And now you're grounding in this energy. This relationship is being grounded in. It's taken some time, and you both had to go through this painful cycle of learning oneself through introspection, self-inventory, where you're both earth angels. Come to destroy the darkness, to transmute, to purify darkness to light. And that is the power of Purpose Collective. Stay well. Much love.